Today we're telling a story of Naples. Our story took place in the 17th century in a small European village. And the village had a wonderful name, Areola. The villagers here lived a plain but happy life. Ranchers milking their cows, blacksmiths working some hammers, and, well, just the boring stuff that the background characters would do. Here in Areola, a family of magic prospers. They are the squids. They can duplicate things with magic, especially those objects that are dotted on the surface. The squids will kindly duplicate food resources like grains and wheat for everyone, so the Areola can survive droughts and famines. Given that, the squids are respected and beloved by the people. On the other hand, a peculiar tradition persists in the squid family. That is, to duplicate human nipples. The more nipples you have, the more respect you gain. While the squids will grant the villager honor by multiplying his or her nipples. They own more nipples than others, since they are the ones who can do it. Nevertheless, there's one man in the family who's never respected or beloved. The 19-year-old Allen Squid was born ordinary just like others and never had more than 2 nipples. Unable to perform duplicate magic, he was held in contempt by both the family and the villagers. Poor Allen was only to make friends with the leeches by the river. He kept the leeches inside a jar. He let the leeches suck the cow's blood in the ranch, take them on a hike, and fall asleep together every night. One night, the man dressed in a black hoodie came to Allen's bedroom. The man is Father James of Areola. He gently said to him,
"Dear Allen, I have been conducting a research on the medical practice of leeches. Would you mind letting me have your leech friends tonight, so I can discover more about this knowledge? I promise to return them in one piece."
Not at all, Father. I am glad to help.
Allen didn't even stop, and happily nodded to not only Father's request, but also his own tragedy. The next morning, all the squids but Allen were found dead. Their faces had gone pale, and their flesh had gone drained. And what's more daunting, the nipples were all stolen. People walked inside the mansion only to find Allen, who was still sleeping. What infuriated the villagers was that Allen, the magicless boy, was found with nipples and leeches all over his body.
Murderer! He envies his family's power, so he keeps these leeches to steal their nipples.
In the roar of the crowd, Allen finally came to, but at the time, he was already held by the furious crowd and on his way to the execution site. Allen was also frightened by his nipples.
So many nipples! But how?
But the words Father James later said frightened him even more.
The sinner, Allen Squid, is accused of the murder of his own kind, slaughtering his family to steal their nipples, cold-bloodedly with his foul creatures.
What? My family? My leeches? No! I'm innocent! It was Father James!
Nonsense! You should confess to your family after your death.
Honey was poured all over Allen's body. Even his extra nipples could feel the chill of the honey.
It's cold. It's cold.
A few goats were brought next to Allen. As Father James made his order, all the goats started to lick the honey off Allen's nipples.
It's fishy. It's fishy. Wait, it's too much. Make it stop. Make it stop.
His nipples were stimulated non-stop. He was itching all over and suckling like hell.
No. Help me. Help me. Wait, so it was just a dream? Wait, what the fuck?
脸有吗？
If you like our videos, please do subscribe for more high quality nonsense. And do follow us on Instagram. Once again, many thanks to Allen's nipples.